Hello, everybody. This is Sad Guy OLSW here on YouTube or Eastern Pennsylvania Weather on Twitter. I am making a video regarding Hurricane Melissa. Melissa became a hurricane 3 hours ago, and now she is painting a very scary scenario for Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamian Islands, uh, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. This is an extremely dire situation from all of the resources that I have looked at. I've looked at the National Hurricane Center, I've looked at the Weather Prediction Center's 4 day rainfall forecast, I've looked at Zoom.Earth, which is a website that I use for satellite imagery. I've looked at Cyclonic WX, I've looked at Tropical Tidbits, I've looked at I've looked at a ton of things, and all of these things that I have looked at have painted dire pictures for the affected areas. Uh, if you guys don't know, there is currently, or there was currently, a meandering tropical storm. If you haven't been caught up with the news, there was a recently meandering tropical storm. Her name was Melissa, and I say was because she's now a hurricane, so she is now referred to as Hurricane Melissa. And Hurricane Melissa is moving really slowly to the west at 3 miles per hour, which makes everything a whole lot worse. First of all, it completely, emphasizes the rain totals. The rain totals will be 40 plus inches in Jamaica. Okay, 40 plus inches of rain just alone in eastern Jamaica. The whole entire country of Jamaica is probably forecast to get more than 6 inches of rain, probably. But some uncertainties linger, so that's why I'm saying probably and not like unequivocally, meaning undoubtedly. But Melissa will be really, really dangerous, really scary, really unfortunate for a whole lot of people. Uh, Melissa will, cause a lot of mayhem, a lot of destruction. Again, she's moving so slowly at 3 miles per hour to the west. She's not doing much. It's very dangerous, and she's expected to be a very low end Category 5 hurricane of 160 mile per hour winds at her peak. And she's rapidly intensifying, as aforementioned, hundreds of times. But again, I have to because it's a very scary and treacherous scenario for Jamaica, for Cuba, for Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and the Bahamian Islands. Now, the reason why I say Haiti and the Dominican Republic is that they're going to get hit by a load of rain. Over a foot or two of rain will hit Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica, but I didn't mean to say Jamaica. Haiti and the Dominican Republic. They're going to get 20 to 30 inches of rain. Just them. And not even Jamaica. They're just affected by like outer bands or outer portions or something like that. But again, regardless, it's still gonna really be terrible. Melissa will, in a couple of days, make a very sharp turn to the northeast because a shortwave trough will come in and interact with Melissa. Like, let's say Melissa's down here and the shortwave trough is kind of like up here. They're both gonna like interact, and Melissa and the trough will connect. And so the trough, while it's moving, will pick up Melissa and throw her to the northeast. Now, there are still uncertainties as to, how quickly she'll be flung to the northeast and, if it will be like a gradual turn or like a sudden turn. I mean, well, it probably is going to be more sudden than gradual, but, we don't know the angle of the turn, so it gets very scary and, you know, uncertainties will unequivocally linger for a longer time until everything can get ruled out. Uh, but yeah, the rain and storm surge. There will be 9 to 13 feet of storm surge according to the 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time newest National Hurricane Center advisory today. It was just released 38 minutes ago at the time of making this video. And so please check in to the National Hurricane Center, nhc.noaa.gov, nhc.noaa.gov. They provide extremely important information about, well, obviously hurricanes because they are the National Hurricane Center, but it's really, really just important that everybody, not even like to those who are currently being affected by Melissa, to everybody who is in a hurricane prone area, like on coastal areas, you need to look into the National Hurricane Center. It is very important that you look at it, especially in tropical season, at least in my opinion. I mean, if you're not in a tropical prone area like Nebraska or some crap like that, you obviously are not legally obligated to, but it still can be great data, and an important reminder for other people and friends or family who live in prone areas. So it very much is important to still look at the National Hurricane Center's website. But yeah, it's kind of all I have to talk about is just the major updates to Hurricane Melissa, soon to be Major Hurricane Melissa by tomorrow morning, like tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. or maybe even 11 p.m. tonight. But who knows? Nobody knows besides Melissa, because she's the one responsible for doing all this crap. She's the one responsible for making this amount of, mayhem, and so it's just up to her as to what she wants to do. But what we know is that she'll probably rapidly intensify, and she is already rapidly intensifying. So that really, again, that really is it. It's kind of the sole purpose as to why I made this video is just to let everybody know who watches my channel about Hurricane Melissa, soon to be Major Hurricane Melissa. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I mean, it really all depends on my schedule, but I probably will put out another update tomorrow. And if I don't, that's all due to my schedule, okay? My schedule can be pretty wonky as a teenager, and so sometimes, it gets a little bit screwy. But I will try to persevere through everything and try to make a video for you guys tomorrow about Hurricane Melissa. Well, will be Major Hurricane Melissa. So that's really it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you are watching the National Hurricane Center for more updates. Have a good day.